My name is Shay Tasker. Who would have ever known my personality as a toddler would influence my college major? When I was little, I never sat down. I never read books, played video games, or watched TV. I remember my parents tried to get me to read a book one time, and I just took the book and threw it on the floor and stomped on it. Whenever I was old enough, they put me in sports to use some of my energy. In the fall, I played soccer, in the winter, I played basketball, and in the spring, I played softball and did gymnastics. Sports were my entire life. Everything has its positive and negative effects. Positively, I stayed in shape and had the time of my life. As I got older, I began to grow. I grew too much, and that's when the negative effects took place. I grew 6 inches just in middle school. Most people thought it would help with my sports, but it was actually a hindrance. There are health concerns with growing too quickly. It led to injuries. I had problems with my knees and hips on a regular basis. My hip became dislocated frequently. I remember I did a race in Westernport with a dislocated hip, and after I went to the doctor and was set out of sports for a few months. This is when I began physical therapy. I was in physical therapy more than I was on the field, the court, or on the track. I felt like I lived there. Between the heat, the ice, and the electric stim, I learned physical therapy is great, and it was a turning point in my life. I know physical therapy works firsthand. Therapists had positive impacts on my life. I grew very close to them and had many connections. I decided to do school to career at a physical therapy office last semester. This is when I learned more about the career and what they do on a daily basis. Clients would come into physical therapy and search for occupational therapy, and those were the clients that I liked more. This is when I realized I wanted to do occupational therapy as my career. One event has led to another in my life. I would have never known what occupational therapy was without doing school to career at physical therapy. I would have never did school to career at physical therapy without getting hurt and needing physical therapy. I would have never played sports if I was a normal child and did childhood games. Lastly, I would have never be pursuing a career in occupational therapy without the antics of my childhood.